What's up guys, this is Soundwave Jordan here and we are back once again with some more Transformers Bumblebee news to talk about. And this week, as you guys already know, two trailers for Bumblebee the movie premiered on Monday and it pretty much blew the internet away. People were happy, there were positive reactions, and of course one of the more noticeable things regarding the whole entire movie was the fact that they're actually having Cybertron G1 scenes for the first time in a live action Transformers movie, meaning that we actually get to see Cybertron and the actual battle. We actually get to see the forefront, the whole entire battlefield through the Decepticons and Autobots' perspectives of what's going on, and we actually get to see the planet coming down to an end, falling apart. And that is one of the most praiseable things that we've actually seen within a Transformers history, having the live action Cybertron battle coming to life, and it looks absolutely amazing. As you guys can clearly see from the title of this video, we are going to be doing an analysis of each of those Cybertron scenes, pretty much talking about it and giving out some potential speculations and what may be leading on from here on out. You guys get what I'm saying. So we're going to start off with this right here, and we're going to start off with the basic idea that Cybertron is going to be mentioned in Transformers Bumblebee, obviously. The question is though, is it going to be one of the first scenes of the movie, or perhaps is it going to be a flashback scene of the movie where Bumblebee is having some flashbacks? Now if this is actually one of the first scenes in the movie, that can be pretty darn awesome because they're pretty much paying homage to the first episode of G1 where they actually were having a fight on Cybertron. Then of course they got into the Ark, they crashed onto Earth, blah blah blah. So if they actually were to have Cybertron as the first scene of the movie, that'll be pretty awesome, but at the same time it will be interesting to see it as a flashback from Bumblebee's perspective, so we can actually see what he was doing during the battle. That being said, let's actually get down to the actual scenes that we saw in the trailer. So first and foremost, we actually have the Decepticon money shot right here. We have Shockwave looking formidable, awesome, representing his G1 designs, and we also have some other characters in the background. To the right, we have Starscream. We also have Skywarp, as you guys can clearly see. Let me see if I can zoom in for you. To the far right, you have Skywarp. How is that Skywarp? A purple seeker. The only purple seeker was Skywarp. We also have Starscream. Now, some people are saying this is Blitzwing. No, this is actually Starscream. Travis Knight said it himself. He actually mentioned that this was Starscream on Cybertron. So right here, this is Starscream. Next to Skywarp, you can actually see that his legs are a bit longer and there are some blue highlights on him, as well as we have a green Conehead. Now I'm not sure who this character is, but the fact that it's a Conehead and it's green is kind of contradicting, because at first you would think it's Acid Storm, but considering Acid Storm is not a Conehead, I'm not sure who to call this character. So I don't know, maybe it's a random new character. I don't know, maybe you guys can give me who you guys may think who that is. I don't know if I said that right, that doesn't matter, but I don't know who that character is next to Starscream and Shockwave. But we do have Skywarp, Starscream, and Shockwave. And to the left, some people are saying that may be Shatter, because it's a red Decepticon, and the only red Decepticon that we actually know of is Shatter, so that could possibly be hinting towards Shatter. I'm not so sure, but needless to say, we know the characters right here. This awesome shot on Cybertron where you see the Decepticons, Skywarp holding a gun, Starscream right here, green Conehead, could possibly be Acid Storm, maybe Dirge, I don't know, Shockwave, then you have Shatter. On to the next picture. We also have G1 Optimus right here coming out through a hologram. This is where Bumblebee was talking to him. I know this isn't a Cybertron scene, but one of the things I do want to mention was the fact that Optimus Prime referred to Bumblebee as B127. As you guys already know, some of the Transformers had code names. They weren't really code names, but they had their what's the word I'm looking for? They had their base name. They had their original name, and they were just referred to as products. And this is actually one of the things they're borrowing from Transformers Exodus, which is a novel inside the Aligned Continuity, where they refer to Megatron and some of the other Transformers, or chassis, whatever you guys want to call them, as basic units. Megatron, correct me if I'm wrong, but he was known as D117. I can't remember, but pretty much Megatron was referred to as a unit, and I'm not sure if they're paying homage to Transformers Exodus, the book, or perhaps this was a thing all along. I'm not too sure, but I do like that little detail that they're actually referring to Bumblebee as B127. Optimus Prime said B127, blah blah blah, I can't remember. But yeah, next image. Right here we have a beautiful landscape of Cybertron. This right here looks like a War for Cybertron and Follow Cybertron cinematic trailer. It looks absolutely astonishing. It looks amazing. Look at the CGI. It looks crisp. You actually get to see the battles. You get to see the lasers. The Decepticons are shooting purple lasers. The Autobots are shooting yellow lasers. It's awesome. This totally represents G1. I just freaking love it, and it looks amazing, man. Just look at this. Look at this view. This view just looks amazing. So there isn't much to it. You get to see some cities. Perhaps they're fighting an Iacon, considering there are a lot more Decepticons we saw in the trailer. So maybe this is Iacon and Iacon's being destroyed. That'll be pretty neat, but who knows. On to the next picture. Here's Optimus Prime slamming somebody. Now I cannot tell if this is Starscream or Thundercracker. A part of me wants to say this is Thundercracker because we see a lot more blue on him than we actually see red. And if we actually compare it to the first image, Starscream right here doesn't have as much as much blue as this character right here. So I do believe this may be Thundercracker. I'm not too sure. Remember, this is all speculation, but I do believe this is Thundercracker. And we actually get to see some clearer images right here. He is slamming Thundercracker or Starscream onto the floor pretty hard, and well, I wouldn't be surprised if he actually killed him. You can actually see his head right here. So yeah. On to the next image. This is Optimus Prime with his gun, G1 Optimus. You can actually see the emotion in his face, and I love the fact that Travis Knight actually is able to capture that despite them being robots. Even though they're robots, he actually captures the emotion and what they're going through as characters inside this tragic war. And to the left, if you guys can clearly see at the bottom left right here, I can't tell who those characters are, but a part of me wants to say that may possibly be Wheeljack. I'm not too sure. I could be wrong, or possibly Ratchet. This is a white Autobot because, you know, you can look at his legs and his back. This is a white Autobot, and the only white Autobots I know of in G1 that are kind of popular are Ratchet and Wheeljack. Wheeljack has been confirmed in the movie for those who do not know, and this could possibly be him or Ratchet. So whoever those characters are, it's nice to know that we're actually going to be seeing a lot more characters than just Optimus Prime. We also see another character running alongside Wheeljack or Ratchet, and I'm not sure who that is, but it's way too blurred for me to decipher that image. So yeah, maybe you guys can tell me. I'm not too sure, but I'm pretty confident that this is going to be either Ratchet or Wheeljack, or maybe I'm wrong, who knows. But just wanted to share that with you guys right here in this image. Next picture. So as you guys can clearly see, Optimus Prime is witnessing the battle of what's going on in Cybertron, possibly Iacon, I'm not too sure, but this image is self-explanatory. You see the Decepticon Seekers in the sky flying throughout the city, and you know, they're just causing havoc, destroying everything on sight. So it's pretty nice. I'm loving the fact they're actually giving us that view of Optimus Prime and just him witnessing what's going on throughout the whole entire city and the planet itself. Here we have the Babe, the man himself, the gorgeous monster, the god, Soundwave. Soundwave looking crisp, beautiful, amazing. He's about to eject Ravage, and gosh, he looks incredible. There isn't much to say. He looks freaking incredible. He has a shoulder cannon. He has his cassettes. I'm hoping they actually show Laserbeak as well. Laserbeak is a pivotal character that I need to see on the big screen. He is my favorite mini-con of Soundwave, and oh, they just have to show him. So that's self-explanatory. Here's Ravage. Ravage looks amazing right here. He's about to attack Optimus Prime. His design, self-explanatory. It looks awesome. They actually managed to put this into a live action perspective, and they actually executed it well, so I'm happy about that. He looks freaking awesome. Ravage. Next image, here he is attacking Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime is shooting him with his ion blaster, and also some of the things that I noticed in the background are the fact that we actually see some dead characters. Now, these characters have wings, as you guys can clearly see, so they're either going to be Seekers or aerial bots. But the fact that we actually see dead Transformers on the side, it showcases the emotion and the tragic story behind Cybertron and just what's going on with the planet. So I'm really happy that they're actually showing dead characters. It's not a happy moment. This is a very sad moment. And Optimus Prime, despite what's going on, he has to do what he has to do, defending Cybertron at all costs and defending his fellow brethren. So there you have it right there. Next image, he's attacking Ravage again. Missed a couple of shots. We have a clear image of the dead Autobots or dead Decepticons on the floor. Ravage tries to jump on him. He pushes Ravage not ravages, but he pushes Ravage away or throws him off, and you guys already know, you saw in the trailer, he jumps off. Here is a nice view of Cybertron. Now this view of Cybertron, it looks like they actually took the concept art of War for Cybertron and actually put it into a live action perspective, and it looks freaking amazing right here, because as you guys can clearly tell, War for Cybertron, well, the aligned continuity of Cybertron had a huge hole in it, and as you guys can clearly see from this image right here at the bottom, there's a huge hole in Cybertron. So if they made that come to life, oh my gosh, that makes me so happy. You guys don't understand, because War for Cybertron, well, the aligned continuity in general, that's my favorite continuity of Transformers. They actually went in depth with the story and just everything in general, and you know, the fact they're actually taking notes from each continuity, and especially the aligned continuity, considering it's one of the newer ones, it makes me extremely happy, because the aligned continuity, it's praised. It has games, it has novels, it has comics, it has a show. It's so massive, and that's why I love it. I grew up with the aligned continuity and the live action continuity, but clearly, as you guys can tell, I enjoyed the aligned continuity more, and I do believe they actually got some form of homage or took some notes from the Cybertron from the aligned continuity, considering there's a huge hole and you actually have that form of glowing aspect within the core of Cybertron. It's not like the hexagon or honeycomb Cybertron that we actually see in the live action series, but you know, I'm glad they're stepping away from that, because that was a bit different. One more thing, the actual character being ejected from Cybertron, I do believe that's Bumblebee. I'm not too sure. This isn't a confirmation. This is just purely off speculation, but I do believe that this is Bumblebee. Here we have another view of the Seekers going to battle, or aerial bots. This is just, you know, another scene showcasing what's going on. Just another scene telling you guys that, hey, this is a battle, this is a war. Things aren't going too well for the whole entire planet. Here is another clear shot. We have more characters at the top right. You get to see a character using a gun or a turret mount. I'm not so sure, but you know, this is pretty much telling us, hey, this is a battle. So there isn't much to be said here. Next image. Oh, it's the same image. My bad. Right here we have a whole entire building just falling apart. This whole building is coming down, and you know, like I said, and I said this many times, this is pretty much showcasing the destruction of Cybertron. We also have a character flying, I believe. I couldn't tell who this was, considering it's too far, but maybe when the actual movie comes out, we're gonna see. But we actually have a character flying, I believe. I think this could possibly be a Seeker. I'm not too sure, but needless to say, we have a character flying or falling. I'm not too sure, but you know, something's going on. Something is clearly going on. And here is another image of that same character. I can't tell who that is, but he has a flashlight or some form of a light. I'm not too sure. Maybe he's actually falling. Maybe this character got shot out the sky, considering there's a trail of smoke. The character is red, so it could possibly be Optimus. Maybe he got shot out the sky. He wasn't flying, obviously, but maybe he was on the building, and I don't know. I'm just throwing out random thoughts here, but this character's falling down or flying down. I don't know. Maybe you guys can tell me who that character is. And one more thing I want to point out to you guys. This wasn't a screen capture, but I want to show you guys this right here. When Optimus Prime kicked away Ravage, right before the scene cuts, you actually get to see some of the characters right here, Soundwave and Shockwave. Soundwave is standing next to Shockwave, looking formidable. Shockwave is looking like, yeah, I'm a boss. And Ravage is just screaming. To the left of Soundwave, we have a Seeker. I'm not too sure who that is, considering they're in the shadows. And the right of Shockwave, we have another Seeker, considering they're in the shadows as well. But I just like the fact that they have the two Wave brothers standing next to one another, and they look so evil. They look intimidating, man. And he's right in front of Optimus Prime. They're all in front of Optimus Prime. So that means Shockwave or Soundwave, they're going to be fighting him possibly, or re-shooting at him. I'm not too sure. But this is happening all in front of Optimus Prime, considering Optimus Prime kicked away Ravage. So yeah. That being said, be sure to leave your thoughts down below, guys, because I would love to have a nice discussion with you guys. As you guys already know, these scenes are going to be compiled of Easter eggs and cameos, and of course, if I might have missed something, please be sure to tell me, because of course I want to know some of the things I might have missed. That being said, once again, that's all we have to say for today's video. I'll keep the buzz going. I'll try to keep you guys posted on all Transformers news as always. I will leave both gallery links inside the description, courtesy to TFW 2005 for providing these images, and I will also leave my Twitter if you guys want to give me a follow. It will be deeply appreciated. That being said, once again, Thank you guys for watching once more. This is Cybertron Jordan here. Peace, late, and I'll see you guys in the next Transformers video. I'm about to have a lovely, awesome, splendid day.